Hello guys, this is Mitesh Shukla from Excellence Education and Visa here. Guys, in this video we will learn how to write down a bar graph. Guys, I will take one example of a bar graph. I will give you the comparisons, variations, differences and some of the very important vocabularies that you can use to write down an effective bar graph. And guys, I will also prepare a model answer for you so you can know exactly how to write down an effective bar graph. And guys, in my next videos also I will teach you about some complex vocabularies and complex sentence structures that you can use it in the variety of the different types of the graphs. So guys, do keep watching these informative videos. Do subscribe and share it with your friends also, guys. Okay guys, so let us understand the bar graph now. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so now this is a bar graph that we'll be looking at. Alright, so guys, let us go through the its title first, its heading first. The bar chart shows the percentage of the overweight males and females in particular country from 1980 to 2010. Okay, so whenever you are starting a bar graph, I will recommend that you look from the in a clockwise. Okay, look in a clockwise direction from top, right, bottom and left, as you have to include all of this information in your introduction. So first paragraph will be your introduction about the chart. What is a chart about? Okay, so that you have to include in the paragraph number 1. As you can see, we are having the data of 1980, 1990, 2000 and 2010. Okay, here it is a the blue bar is confirms the male and another one is a females. Okay, so the bar chart shows the percentage of the overweight males and females in particular country from 1980 to 2010. Okay, so divide your graph in 4 paragraphs. You have to divide an ideal graph is like you divide your graph in 4 paragraphs. First paragraph will be your introduction of the graph. Second paragraph will be your overall consolidation of what did you understand, main thing from the graph. What is your overall review of the graph? What did you see finally in the graph? That you have to write down in paragraph number 2. And paragraph number 3 and 4 will be your comparisons, variation, differences, the statistics and the numbers, up, low, high, that all the details, the main points, okay, the main differences, your main analysis you will give in the paragraph number 3 and paragraph 4. Okay, so the paragraph number 1, which is the introduction, so you can see over here. Let me, okay, so this is the paragraph number 1. Okay, this is a paragraph 1. The furnished paragraph provides, see, I have used a different vocabularies over here, and I will give you more complicated vocabulary and complicated sentences in the next videos also, but we will understand this first. The furnished bar graph provides, encapsulates, presents, exemplify, give the statistics about or give the facts about regarding overweight or obese people in both the gender in specified country in the time frame of 4 decades. That you can write down. So I will here use the only one vocabulary, which is this exemplify data. That vocabulary I will use in it. Okay, and overweight, I will use here overweight. Okay, so I will make my starting introduction like this. The furnished bar graph exemplify data regarding the overweight people in both the gender in specified country in the time frame of 4 decades. Okay, so as per your choice, you can use any of the vocabulary from this, or an ideal introduction can be: a furnished bar graph provides the statistics about the overweight people in both the genders in the given time frame of 4 decades or in the time frame of 1980 to 2010. That you can write down as an introduction. Now, looking at the second para here, overall, okay, this one. Overall, it is clearly manifested that year 2000 accounted for the largest number of obese people in both the genders. Here, men outstand women. However, a minor variation is accounted between them. Okay, so here you can see that I have taken this one, year 2000. Okay, because the year 2000 has the highest number of obese people or the overweight people in both the genders. However, there is a minor variation. See here you can see the minor variations is been noted in the female. The female have a less numbers as compared to the male. So we can also say like there is a minor fluctuation or the minor variations, or approx 8 to 10% females are less uh, in the year 2000 as compared to the males. So let us go through this once again. Overall, it is clearly manifested that year 2000 accounted for the largest number of the obese people in both the genders. Here, men outstand women. However, a minor variation is accounted between them. That you can use it in your the second paragraph. Now, paragraph 3 and paragraph 4 that we will. Okay, guys. Now, looking at the paragraph number 3 and 4, here is the thing. That's the paragraph number 3. All right. Uh, Detailing of the graph offers there is a constant augmentation in ascending order of the number of the overweight people in specified country. Initiating from 1980, 40% male were overweight, whereas females were accounted for approximately 10% less. Considering the next scenario, and then you can continue. Okay, so this can be your paragraph number 2. You can add or minus lines as per the data. But let us go through this once again. Okay, let us go through this once again. Detailing of the graph offers there is a constant augmentation in ascending order of the number of the overweight people in a specified country. Initiating from 1980, 40% male were overweight, whereas female were accounted for approximately 10% less. Considering the next scenario, and then you can add some lines, and that's the paragraph number 4, or you can continue with this also. That's the paragraph number 4. Okay, so I will start it from here. For approx 10% less, considering the next scenario, noticeable jump was identified in female or spotted. Also you can use it, or you can use a different vocabularies also. So noticeable sudden jump, or noticeable jump, or a sudden jump, anything you can write down. So I will take noticeable jump. Noticeable jump was identified in female, and the data climbed from 30% to 45% over the next decade. Also, marginal difference were identified in the year 1980 in both the sexes or genders. Furthermore, this ratio has a constant upward trend by reaching its peak at 65% and 52% respectively, which is a big leap. As a matter of fact, male shows concern over the statistics, and their number lagged down, but were still higher as compared to the female in all the years. Nevertheless, female numbers remain unchanged in the year 2010. That you can write down. Okay, so let us go through it once again. Paragraph number 4. Noticeable jump was identified in female, and the data climbed, or the data rocketed. Also you can use a different vocabularies also, that I will tell you. Okay, so noticeable jump was identified in the female, and the data climbed from 30% to 45% over the next decade. Also, minimal difference were identified in the year 1990 in both the genders. Furthermore, this ratio has a constant or a sharp upward trend by reaching its peak at 65% and 52% respectively. Also, make sure about the punctuations, that's very important, which is a big leap. As a matter of fact, male shows concerned over the statistics, and their number lagged down but were still higher as compared to female in all the years, or in all the provided years. Nevertheless, female number remained unchanged in the year 2010. Okay, so this is a model answer that you can use it in your graph writing. So guys, do keep practice this bar graph, and if you want to know anything more, any specific detail, any information that you would like to know, I will appreciate if you write down it as a comment. And thank you very much for your valuable time given to me, guys.